What if I told you that you could create scroll-stopping social media content with just one message? Well, in today's tutorial, I'm going to show you exactly how you can build your own social media content creation machine using N8N, a low-code, no-code software. All you need to do is send a message to Telegram asking for your topic, and the automation will transcribe your message, do AI-powered research, create a compelling caption, then generate an image prompt, create the image, generate the stunning image, and store it all in Airtable ready for you to post. So let's dive into a quick demonstration so I can show you exactly how this works before we get on into the build. So let's say that I have a theme page on Instagram that specializes in Ferraris. I want this AI agent to create me a post about the Ferrari SF90. The AI is going to receive the message, it's going to determine that it's a text, it's going to hit the AI agent, start performing research, generate the prompt for the image generation in a second here. What it's doing now is it's making the caption, it's then made the image prompt, and it's generating the image off the prompt that the AI has created itself. It's using Hugging Face to generate the image. It's then going to store that image in the cloud and ultimately send it to Airtable from there. Now, if we come to our Airtable here, we can see that we have a post. Here's our caption. The 2024 Ferrari SF90 is redefining speed and luxury at the first series production plug-in hybrid electric vehicle from Ferrari. With the jaw-dropping 1,000 of maximum power delivered by its V8 turbo engine, this beast is engineered with a weight-power ratio of 1.57, promising unmatched performance. It boasts a 4-liter V8 engine and impressive 769 horsepower, accompanied by an 8-speed automatic transmission, pure power in sleek casing for the eco-conscious speed enthusiasts. It offers a 15.5-mile range on battery alone, proving that green doesn't compromise speed. So anyway, it goes on to talk more about it, and here's the image that it's generated. Now, this is a pretty good looking image of a Ferrari SF90. The status has been done, and the platform that I wanted it posted to was LinkedIn. We'll go through some other examples. I made a post about Charles Leclerc, the F1 racer for Ferrari. It has a good little caption here, which you can read, talking all about the stats. Then it talks about the Chinese Grand Prix, which literally happened today, and I made this yesterday. So it's up to date. It knows all the facts. This is the image it generated. And if we go through here, here's another image. We can just see the level that these images are being generated at. It's quite impressive. We've got one of crypto and Donald Trump. This one was for a marketing agency. This one was for a nature page. The images are outstanding. We've also got these here, which is the captions. The captions are a really high level too. So now that you guys have an idea of how this thing works, let's build this thing. The first node that you're going to want is a Telegram trigger node. You're going to come here and you're going to look for Telegram, and we're going to go down to triggers. The trigger that you need to put is on message. So when a message comes into Telegram, we know to activate the workflow. Then once you've done Telegram, you need to give it the credentials and you need to connect this thing up with a bot. And how you're going to do that is you're going to hit the plus. What you need is an access token. Obviously put this base URL in here for Telegram. How to get a bot is really simple. Come to Telegram and search for botfather in the search. Go /new bot to create a new bot. Let's give it a name. Cool. Now we need to do one that ends in bot. So we're going to go like this, and we're going to put bot at the end. Send it off, and away we go. We have the bot. Now your API key, which is your token, is going to be right here. So copy in that token and put it into the credentials section under the Telegram trigger here, so it knows to speak to that bot. Once you guys have done this, we then need to determine whether the message incoming to Telegram is text or voice. And how we're going to do this is with a switch node. So get yourself a switch node from the side here. Click on that. Link it up by dragging this to the switch node. We're going to set the mode to rules, and we're going to have 2 routing rules, text and voice. So first let's start with text, because I sent a text message to the bot just then. We can see that it is green and this is red. The reason it's red is because it wasn't a voice file. It was a text message coming in. You're going to want to go to the side here, grab your text from the side part here, drag it in, hit string exists, rename the output as text. This is now going to read Telegram to see if it was a text message or a voice. And same for voice. Copy this code in here. If you guys wanted to just drag it and grab it from the side, you will need to come to your Telegram, test your workflow, send a voice file. That'll then be inputted in the side here for you to drag straight across. And for this, just take this, copy it in, go to exist, string exists, and the same for error. Again, I didn't do anything here, but if you guys wanted to, you could have, if error occurs, repeat the workflow or do a whole different thing. You can see this is the error thing here. I'll drag it out. and I would create something that happened if an error was to occur, but I haven't done that for the sake of this video. Once you guys have the switch node in, we then want to go and configure what happens if it's picked up as text. The first thing we need is a set node. So come to the side here, search up set, and grab an edit fields set node. Pretty much what we want to do here, we want to take the text and we just want to call it text. Again, from the side here, don't grab it from here, come grab it from your voice or text, come down to the text here, drag this straight in, and you can see that it is outputted Ferrari SF90, which is the query that I put into Telegram. Rename this one up here as text and change this to a string. Again, if you guys aren't seeing this, make sure you change your mode to manual mapping. That's all you need to do for the text path. The audio path is a little bit different. We need to first fetch voice message. So we want to come and we want to get the Telegram trigger. We want to get the Telegram action on the side here. And this needs to be get a file. So it needs to get the audio file. We can see that it is, the resource is file, operation is get, and the file ID is json.message.voice.file.id. This is just the voice ID incoming into Telegram, and that's what it would be as an output. I'll show you guys real quick. Lewis Hamilton. You can now see that it is going a completely different route. It's not going the text route, it's going the complete different route. Now, if we come into here, we can see that it's a little bit different now. We don't have the text anymore. We now have the voice file ID. So you're just going to come down to under the voice or text, grab the voice file ID and drag it straight in. We can see that here is the binary that has been outputted. If we download this, we'll be able to hear what I said in the message. Make sure you've selected download. Then what we want to do is we want to take this audio file and we want to transcribe it so that the AI agent can actually read this voice file. So simple node for this, you're going to look up OpenAI, and under OpenAI, it's amazing. They've got under audio actions, transcribe a recording. All you need to do is click transcribe a recording, and this is what you should see. Make sure it's connected up to your OpenAI account. Very, very simple. Just go into your settings and you should find your API key right there. Resource set to audio. Operation is translator recording, and the input data field name is data. Now, pretty much what this is we can see here, the binary file has a name data, and what we're doing is we're grabbing that file name and we're putting it here. If your binary file was called phone, for argument's sake, you would put your input data field name as phone. It's whatever your binary file is called, that is what you need to put in this field. We can see that it's transcribed it, what I've said in this audio, and it's outputted here as text, which is Lewis Hamilton. Once that has been completed, it should look something like this, and we want to then grab ourselves our first AI agent. Now, the AI agent uses the OpenAI chat model and SERP API tool to conduct research and generate social media content and an image prompt based on the user's request. So grab yourself an agent. I'm going to make this a tools agent. For the prompt source, we're going to define this below. Then we're going to grab what we've just got. It's going to look a little different if you've done it fully via text, but it's just in this node. And we can see here that this is under the transcribe voice to text node, but if it had gone the text route, that would be under prepare for LLM. Drag that straight in under the text. We can see that it has realized that it's Lewis Hamilton that I was asking for. And here we have the system prompt. Now, the system prompt for the AI agent is very, very important. It's going to tell the AI agent what it needs to do and the order that it needs to do it in. If you guys want the system prompt, I will provide it in the YouTube resource section in my free Discord community. So feel free to join that using the link down below, and you'll get access to that entire AI prompt completely for free. Once you guys have gone to the Discord, grab the prompt and you've put it in here, we can see what the AI agent is actually doing. So it's generated us our first caption, and then it's generated us our image prompt. So with this image prompt, it's then going to push it to the next node to generate the image. How has it got this image prompt? Well, first what it's done is we're giving this AI agent a brain. So you're going to just go to the chat model here and give it memory. For this memory, I use GPT-4o. You guys can use what you like. Then what we want to do is we want to connect up the SERP API. This is just a SERP API node. You can grab it just from here. SERP API right there under tools plus SERP API. Then to get to the SERP API landing page, you guys need to use the link down below in the description. It should take you straight here. You then need to create an account. And once you guys have created an account, you can come across to the API key on the left here. SERP API will give you 100 searches completely for free each month, and then after that is when you need to start paying. But the 100 search is more than enough for what I need to do. And if you guys need to use more, then you can pay. But if not, the 100 searches are great. Once you've created your account, come across to your API keys here, and your private key should be right in front of your eyes there. Now I'm going to blur this because this is my API key that I use. Grab your API key from SERP API, come back and hit this little edit button and paste your API key straight in here. And now you should be able to speak with SERP API. This is pretty much going to be your brains. This is the Google for AI agent. It's going to do all the research for you. To generate the prompt to then generate the image, we need to use a structured output parser. So your AI agent should have an output parser route here. Give it the plus and hit structured output parser. The structured output parser we're going to generate from JSON example, and we're going to have this very, very basic JSON right in here. Copy this and type this in on your JSON example. Pretty much, we're going to take the content that we've generated from the AI agent and we're going to create ourselves a prompt. So the image prompt is going to be a high drama scene capturing Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc in Ferrari gear, visibly dismayed and discussing the unexpected disqualification at the Chinese Grand Prix. This is insane because the Chinese Grand Prix happened 3 hours ago from when I'm recording this video, and it's already got all the knowledge for that Grand Prix. Then what we're going to do is we're going to post out to a HTTP request node. So grab yourself a HTTP request, set the method to post, and make sure that you use this URL here. This will be put in my YouTube resources section in my free Discord community. For authentication, click predefined credential type. Credential type is the Hugging Face API. So just search Hugging Face API. Then what you need to do is you need to set up your Hugging Face API account. So the link to Hugging Face is going to be down below. Use that link and it will take you straight to this here. Create your account, do what you need to do. This is completely free as well for a little bit. And come across to your profile up the top right, down to your access tokens, and your access token should be right in front of you again. If it's not, create yourself a new token. Very, very simple. Give it a name. Give it the permissions that you want it to do. For mine, I didn't give it many permissions at all. It doesn't need to do a lot. You just need to click the ones that are important to you and then create your token. Once you've created your token, grab your value there and come to the plus and then paste it straight in. Hit the thing and then paste it straight in under the API key section for Hugging Face. We're going to leave this and we're going to leave that too, but we're going to send body. Now we're going to tick this send body here, and the body content type is going to be JSON. Then what we need to do is we need to give it the prompt. So we need to tell Hugging Face what the prompt is for the image that we want to generate. Name this inputs, and in the value, grab your image prompt from your AI agent that has been generated and drag it straight into the value there. We can then see that it has taken what was outputted by the AI agent and it's reading it for Hugging Face. Once you guys have filled this out with your Hugging Face account, you're then going to output a binary file. The binary file is going to be the image that will be stored in your Airtable eventually. So if you click view, you'll be able to see the image there. Now we can't post this straight into Airtable because Airtable doesn't accept binary files. We first need to host this in the cloud, retrieve a URL, and then send that URL to Airtable to then have it displayed for us all in one spot. And how we're going to do this, we're going to use a neat website called Cloudinary. We need to get our first Cloudinary account set up. Use the link down below, get the link, it will take you straight to Cloudinary. To get what you need to come down to the settings in the bottom left corner once you've made your account. Come into upload, and we're going to need to add a new upload preset. You're going to do this simply by clicking add upload preset. Name this whatever you like, but make sure that you remember what you named it. Change the signing mode to unsigned and then hit save. Once you guys have saved it, it should look something like this one that I've made down here. Unsigned, and then these are the settings here. Cool. Now that we've got this, we're ready to go. So make sure you set the method to a post method. Take this URL here and paste this in. However, between v1_1 and image, you need to put the name of your Cloudinary account. How you find this is up the top left here of your account. You should see it right up the top there. I'm going to blur it because this is the name to my account, but you should have yours there. Copy that and put it in right between v1 and image. Once you guys have done this, no authentication, none of this, tick send body. And this is very, very important. The body content type is going to be form data. The other option is N8N binary file, which you could think, that could be used because we've just outputted a binary file here being the image, but that's not the case. We need to set this as form data, and then in the body parameters, the first parameter type is going to be N8N binary file. We're going to name this one file, and the input data field name is data because that's the name of my binary file. And if you remember, like I mentioned before, if you'd called this phone, for example, you need to make sure you call it phone in the input data field name. The next parameter that we need to set is going to be the upload preset that we just created in Cloudinary. So the parameter type is going to be form data. The name is going to be upload_preset, and the value is going to be whatever you called that preset. What this is going to do is it's going to give us a very important URL. Here are the URLs here. These are the URLs that we're going to post into Airtable. From this node, we need to create an Airtable node. And the Airtable that we're going to use is going to be create a record. Once you guys have clicked that, it's going to open up and look like this. If it's in table or JSON form, just go schema for this part. You're then going to need to create and hook up your Airtable account with N8N. So again, use the link down below. It'll take you directly to Airtable. Come to your account and go into your Builder Hub. Once in your Builder Hub, you should see a few things on the left here. But where we want to go is under Developers. We want to click on Personal Access Tokens. Make sure you create a new token, name it whatever you want. And for the scopes, we've got a few scopes that we need to keep in mind. These scopes here are the scopes that are very important. Data records read, data records write, and schema bases read. Put in the scopes that match up and give it access to the base that you've created. Simple as just create database, and then you should see it right here. For the sake of this video, I've used AI agent, so I'm going to click that one and generate my personal access token. Once you guys have done that, you can grab your token ID here. I've blurred it for the video and paste it into your access token section there. Once that is done, a few things should pop up. You will be able to click create option from the AI agent, which is the database that I had created. And then just to show you, I've gone create and then created the database here. I have 3 tables just from other builds that I've done, but this is table 3. So from the table, from list table 3, I've got 1, 2, 3 there. And then map each column manually. But first we need to actually set up our Airtable. For the start, come here, edit fields, call this one name and make sure it's a single line text. That's just going to be the name of your post. Then for caption, create a new one and call this one caption and make sure this one is long text. And then for our images generated, it's going to be image generated as the name. And we're going to make sure that it is an attachment. For the status, you don't need to do this, but I choose to do it. I've gone status and single select, and then I've created a few here. So I've created to do, in progress, and done. You guys can call this whatever you want and color it how you like. And then same for platform, it's the exact same. Platforms, single select, and then I've named the platforms that I will be posting to for myself. So then you guys need to push map each column manually, and you should see what you've created on your table. So the first thing that was for me was name. I just called this post, but you can call this whatever you want. You can make it an expression so that it updates. But for the sake of this video, I just gone with post. The caption I have grabbed from the generate image here. So what I've done is I've just gone and I've grabbed this and I've put it in there. Now that you've got your caption all set up, the third one is going to be image generated. Now you guys will see under your HTTP request, you'll have a secure URL. You don't want to just grab the normal URL and paste it in, or this won't work. You need to make sure it's the secure URL. Grab this one and drag it in. You can see that it doesn't look exactly like mine. What I've done is I've just specified that it's a URL. So copy this exactly how I've done it, and you guys should be good to go. We can see that it's grabbed the URL here that it needs to do, and it's created it as an array. For status, I click done, and platforms, I've clicked LinkedIn. You guys can do the same based on what you set up, or again, you can make it an expression so that it updates for you, but I didn't feel the need to do that, and I wanted to post to LinkedIn, so that's what I've selected. So then run your workflow, And you should start to build up a bit of a base like this. We can see that the post that I made during the build has been put here, an unexpected turn. And just like that, you've got your own AI-powered content machine, fully automated within N8N. If you found this helpful, you're going to love what's going on in the free Discord server. In that server, I've dropped all the prompts, all the links, and everything is held within one space in that Discord server called YouTube Resources, so you'll have access to everything you need to build this build. We have an amazing community full of business owners, AI automation nerds, and complete beginners. It's a space for everyone to learn and grow together. If you've got any questions or just want to connect with me, feel free to reach out to me via LinkedIn, X, or Discord. And if you guys are going to build this for yourself, please be sure to use the links that I've provided below. They're all links. I get a small kickback on everything that you sign up with. It helps me out so much, and it helps me create more free videos like this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to drop a like and subscribe. It helps the channel immensely. And until then, keep building smarter.